Welcome back to SS Racetech Rod and Custom. Today we're repairing the bonnet on the 1964 F350 that we're restoring in Wakery, South Australia. It's been really good getting back there, catching up with family, working at my best mate Mark's shop. Way less sort of equipment and stuff than what we're used to working with, but it's been really good just sort of getting it back to basics. Working with Scooter the apprentice, not as much pressure as the day-to-day when you're working on customers' cars. This is just a little side project for ourselves. We'll go out in the workshop, we'll have a bit of a look at what's going on. Just a bit of a walk through. Cars everywhere. So we've got a bit of a sanding area set up in the workshop now. This type of work's really messy. Basically just been going around sort of fine tuning a few spots. This bonnet had actually been folded up over the windscreen, so with a hood latch failure I should say. So it took a fair bit to get it sorted out in metal. But it is a rust-free bonnet, so it was definitely worth doing. We've had to do no welding, rust repairs, none of that type of bizzo. So just gone through and done our first sort of mark out of some low spots with some fiberglass reinforced filler. Now just using some Rage Evercoat in the thin parts. So we'll get it basically repaired and blocked out. And then some high build primer should hopefully sort the rest out. Now by no means am I a qualified panel beater or body worker, but it's a massive part of building cars, and if you can get it to at least some kind of standard, obviously using good advice, good products, do heaps of homework and heaps of practice, but it saves massive amounts of money. Rather than just handballing it to a panel shop. And a lot of people don't appreciate when you go to see a panel shop and talk about a restoration and they give you $40, $50, $60, $80,000 sort of ballparks, and people just can't understand it. Well, I'll tell you, if you have a go at doing the work yourself and you see the hours and hours of work that go into it, and that's to do a pretty average job, whereas if you expect the finishes that you see on TV and stuff like that and you're not prepared to pay it, it just won't happen. And I find it frustrating that recently we've lost a good friend of ours in the industry because just constantly people would nitpick on the smallest of things, yet want minimal money to go into a paint job. It's just not a thing. If you want all out show quality, open your wallet or learn to do a lot of work yourself, which is what car guys have always done up until recently, it seems to me, or just recognize their skills and pay them what they're worth. That's it. It's as simple as that. So back out in the workshop, we got Ryan's C10 cleaned up, ready for him to pick up until the next stage of work. Haven't really progressed too much further with anything else in the last week. That was basically all consuming. But we are in the middle of a bit of a workshop rearrange and a bit of just going through a few changes with some different equipment as our work has changed. We've got engines rocking up flat out all the time at the moment, which is really good again. I do enjoy that side of it, always have. We got the storeroom cleaned up, and finally that's back to being like a functional room. We keep all our speed flow hose and stuff like that in here, but also it's just nice to have somewhere clean to, you know, keep bead rollers and things like that and keep them out of the main workshop. Little sandblaster, somewhere to wheel in the engines when we're just sort of doing the work that we can't do upstairs in the engine room. Well, that's about it. I'll get back into sanding some of this filler, and fingers crossed we can get most of it blocked out and at least sealed up the Savo. It's pretty sweaty here in WA, so just got to keep at it. It's not always fun, but it's got to be done.
I'm crazy about you. Oh yeah. She's crazy. She's crazy.
Alright, so we're about 3 or 4 hours in, something like that. Saturday is disappearing very quickly. Spin the camera around. Got a lot of the F350 bonnet straightened out. filled out. Just got some stuff drying there at the moment. We'll get that knocked down. Probably going to pack it in fairly shortly, so we'll shoot some primer down so we don't get any rust, and then we can come back to it and just finish it off, or Brendan can take over, someone who actually knows what they're doing, and finish it off right. We have managed to get some LS pistons decarbonised though, while we've been sort of waiting for Bog to set up, and it's been a bloody good day. Alright, enjoy the rest of your Australia Day long weekend. Might hit this up a bit more on Monday, but it's nearly time to go home, relax, have a nice Sunday off, and take it easy. Well, that's going to wrap up this one. Pretty hot Saturday here, so reckon head home and have a swim with the dog. Yeah, we'll keep going with that one. That's only just sort of roughed out. We might even just pass that one on to Brendan to finish it off properly now by someone who knows what they're doing properly. Might go home and give this work car a wash, I think. Looking a little bit on the dirty side, but still sounding like it's ready to do something.